That's your warning that you might get spoiled on something if you stick around. Because it's a puzzle game. It's a very, very interesting puzzle game. But I'll start now. In case anybody wants to see gameplay before they decide for themselves. All right. What, which one did I... I should have... Nope, not in here. It's in my mental... Oh, there it is. 1973 and 1932. Okay. Probably easier to go to the second floor and do one up there. See if I can get to the two on the left side before I do the one on the right. I'm being chased right now, so... I only know this game by name and by an obscure reference to an old MTV show. Oh. I'm not familiar with the reference. Alright. Will you let me go in here? No? Alright, well then we just gotta do this. I might game over right here. Fair warning. The game has sequences where when a revolver is present, you have to answer correctly or you lose. So, this is the 9th time I've done something like this. And I have died to it on a couple of occasions. I try to be observant, but it's gotten me with a couple of the questions it's asked. Okay, 3 apples by the door. The revolver is smoking. Paint on his hands. We're at the front desk. Scissors and a red cap, a red fez on the coat rack. There's a key by a suitcase. How many keys total? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What is that? Oh, it's a letter. There's 2 letters. What is on the... It looks like the script page is on the thingy. Can't think of what it's called. Brain not working. Too busy counting keys. So 2 letters, 5 keys, 1 down on the floor by the suitcase, 3 red apples by the front door, scissors and a fez, smoking revolver. Anything else? He's wearing sunglasses. Which he hasn't been in the past, and she's not. She has an earring on. Same. Okay, that's the same earring that I'm wearing. All right. See anything in that chandelier? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 candles. There are actually 2 suitcases right here as well, along with the suitcase that's back there. So that's good to know. Okay. Basically, my objective is to memorize as much of this scene as possible and then answer a question about it. And if I get it wrong, we game over and have to try again. And the question can be different on the repeat. Was a man holding his hand? Smoking a revolver. Good. That one was not bad. Okay. Sweet. Now he won't chase us anymore. Interior hotel reception lobby night. The woman hyperventilates. The bullet has barely missed her head. She panics and makes her way out to the lobby. As she opens the door, the man is standing there. He is wearing sunglasses. He lowers his smoking revolver. The man. Signorina, thank God I can't see shit in these glasses. I thought you were someone else. One of them. One of them. That could have ended horribly. The man laughs. The man. Anyway, You'll be glad to hear that I have developed an entirely new philosophy for motion pictures, and yes, art in general. The woman glancing at the revolver, the man interrupts. Art must be set free from the tyranny of the beholder. We're releasing it back into space. We're putting on the greatest show that the world has ever seen, Signorina. Oh, who are you calling? Was it the magician? Is he telling lies about me? The woman, no, I had to call my aunt. She's... The man, was it the Americans? The woman, trying to act normal. No, I have to work. The man, oh, I'm talking. Oh, I'm keeping you. Let's walk and talk. The woman walks fast and the man strolls beside her. The man, everyone has a part to play in the revolution. Rudy lacks artistic talent, so he will be Minister of Defense. Do you agree, Signorina? The woman, yes, Minister of Defense. The man, Signorina, please be serious. Rudy is a Labrador. He does not have the stomach for warfare. The woman tries to find her way out of the hotel, but the man blocks her way by always running in front of her. The man, Signorina, please be serious. We are under siege. The atomic bomb? Very beautiful, but instrumental. They used it politically, a cardinal sin. The woman hurries away. The man rushes after, continuing the conversation. The man, as you know, the maze is a weapon of mass destruction, an endless ride for fascists and critics. The bumper cars have been permanently closed because of a collision. Sabotage, Signorina, sabotage. The man suddenly grabs the woman's arm. The man, who was on the phone? Was it Sidney? Did he tell you lies about my magic show? The woman, no, The man, smiling, forgive me, Signorina. Here I talk and talk. What I wanted to tell you is that I am waiting for you upstairs. I looked serious, so you might want to go check. The woman studies his face in terror. She notices red stains on his cheek. He hurries away. The woman stands and listens as he runs away. He sneaks back to the main entrance. She pushes the door. It's locked. You panic. You run through the corridors, pulling handles of every door. They are all locked. You turn at every corner, checking all the windows, locked as well. You will run up and down stairs in panic. You will find yourself in my room. I am not there. I haven't been there this entire time. I am in the real 1963. Okay. That could be potentially not good. But if he'll still let me use my key, then I think we're fine. Okay, what do we have in here? Projector and film rolls. Yeah, it is. It's really intriguing. I'm playing it as a spooky month game because it does have the horror tag. So far, the horror has been mostly atmospheric and thematic, which is really cool. Lorelei Weiss, 1948, video installation. In our life, we are always looking for directions, be it to get home or move forward. But in 1948, the artist instead presents us with the idea that how we turn is equally important as our direction, even suggesting that they are one and the same. It has a lot to... The game is very interesting and has a lot to say about a number of things that I find really interesting. There's a lot of commentary about art in particular, which has been fascinating to absorb and pay attention. There are 10 marked film rolls. Yep, there should be. Okay. It looks like we've got to give him a watch. So let's see what we can see. Okay. That's the one marked 1. No, this is 0. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. So left, right, stopped, moving, moving, stopped. Left and moving. And it's rotating a different way. Yeah, it's rotating vertically and not horizontally. Okay. Okay. That's very... Okay, so this is... 7 starts going vertically the other direction. We could call one forwards because it's kind of towards the camera and one backwards. Hold on. 5. Six is forwards. 7 is backwards. 8 is forwards. Is 9 backwards? No. Is 9 rotating the same way as 4? It would be 3. No, it would be 1. No, 1 is going the other direction. Huh. Okay. Kentucky Route Zero. A game I have not played, but I know a tiny bit about. But yeah, I get what you're saying, for sure. Okay, we need to go look at this puzzle box for 1948, because I have no idea what those images are attempting to communicate, and I need some way to ground my understanding of them at this point in something. What does the 1948 door look like? I guess I could have also used that to... No, that actually doesn't help me at all. Oh, wait, yeah, it does. Oh. Okay, I think I know what we're doing. I think 1, 9, 4, and 8 are the ones we care about. And they are indicating a direction of movement, like on a D-pad. So 1 is playing left on the right, right on the right, up on the left, left on left, right on left. No. Left on right, right on right, up on left. Hold on. I need to write this down. Left on left. No, left on right, right on right, up on left. 8. Down. Down on left. All right, we don't need to leave the projector running. That should get us our solution. Aha! A portrait, presumably of her father, Walter as I remember him, 1948, is scribbled on the backside, is her earliest known work. The technique in the drawing bears a strong resemblance to computer graphics of today, using only thin ink lines to create connected triangles. An image of a face is created, making this one of the first, if not the first, known examples of polygonal art. Neat. Let me do Save. Nope, can't go that way. That's a hole in the ground. I knew that was a hole in the ground. Silly me. Does this get me where I want to go? No. Well, kind of. Good enough. There are doors up here. Not this way. 1957 and 1982. 1957? Oh. Okay. 1957. Can white exist without black? The artist challenges dualism, then leads us astray to present us with the idea that what we believe is only a half-finished thought. We are left with a revelation. To form new ideas and beliefs, all we need to do is look up from what we previously thought as true. Look up. Untitled half-portrait. Okay, we're looking for 1, 9, 5, and 7. Aha! How does that... What is that? I think they connect then, because it looks like it's an extension. So it looks like that's 7 there. This could easily be 9. That looks like a 0 to me. A 5. A 2. An 8. A 4. A 6. Did I do 2 already? That's a 3. This is a 2. And that's our 1. So our 1 is all the way on the right. Our 9 is second from the left. 5. Fourth from the left. And 7 is on the left. So 10, 2, 4, 1. Ten, 2, 4, 1. There you go. By the late 1950s, focus shifted to her own independent work. She crammed a century of art into a decade, including traditional painting as well as short films and animations. If one should highlight her work in the late 50s, her 1957 exhibition, Leben, which included a series of photo dream collages, was probably her most outstanding work. Okay. Let's just head right back over there, since that's pretty easy to get to and from with the elevator. And open the other door that's up there. One 1982. Lorelei Vice 1982 video installation. Every day we visit parallel realities on our screens. In 1982, the artist employs this idea to show us how we can perceive the same space in different ways. The work itself leaves us wondering about which is most true, the reality around us or the one on our screens. Oh, that's fascinating. That is trippy. Yeah. Okay. So 9 is bottom right. 8 and 2 are top left and top right, and 1 is to the east. Yeah. It's really cool. And like I said, there's some other cool stuff that I almost don't want to show you about. This game has a lot of different styles of game in this game, in the way that it presents you with puzzles. And a maze is kind of at the center of it in a lot of ways. And it's been really fun to see that, to see how it does that. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Okay, so we want 8-2 is easy at the top. We want the 1 over there and then the 9 down below it too. Okay. Like, so the progress metric for the game, if you see the truth recovered percentage, we're at 78.5%. That's functionally how far I am into the game. So we're pretty deep into it at this point. It starts out... I have maps of what the area that I'm in looks like. You do not start with them. You have to solve puzzles to be able to get maps to know where you are and where to go. Which was great. It was a great way to like break the ice of the game and get you invested in understanding how the game communicates and what it wants from you when it asks you to solve puzzles. It's really, really brilliant. Nice. Delphine Pitoff, member of the cult avant-garde band Electric, was one of many who had joined the Third Eye, and like many, Pitoff left in the big exodus after the infamous pilgrimage to Sulawesi in 1982. She seemed too sharp to believe in this stuff the rest of us had fallen for. She acted as if she searched for buried treasure, but she had something hopeless in her eyes. Those eyes, how far did they see? Yes. Yeah, everything... The laser eyes plays into it in a fairly literal sense in the gameplay. And I love the way that the scene... like, all of the scene transitions are handled with that sort of, like, very brief pixelation. And, they're all static camera angles for this section of the game. Which is not true of every section of the game, interestingly. But this section of the game is all static camera angles. Which is very interesting. Okay. Next one. Don't want to go in there. Second floor has that one really close by. Let's go to that one. $1953. 1953. What are we looking at here? $9.53. Mixed media. One and the same reality exists simultaneously. One in a room, one televised. 10 individuals, only identifiable on the screen. Perhaps a comment on our fixation with televisions, or a remark on individualism versus collectivism. The artist wraps the meaning in a mystery, as if asking us, who would you be and where would you stand if you were on TV? I see untitled perspective sculpture. I see, and yet I kind of feel like I don't. How does the perspective between 2 and 5 change? Oh, I see. Oh, my goodness. And we need 1953 for this? I can't see the number outside. Yes. Okay, so I should have been paying closer attention to 3, but 5 is 8. The game suggests you play this with a way to take notes. Yeah. At the start of the game's like, you should make sure you have a way to take notes. Because otherwise you're going to probably struggle. Yes. Yeah, me too. 5 is 8. I'm just going to write this down. 5 is 8. 9 appears to be 5 to me. I'm going to put in parentheses, though, that it could be 2. Because they appear to have the same perspective, and I'm not sure what actually is differentiating them. I don't care about 0. 1 is 6. Now we just got to look at 3 again. Oh. Three must be 10 because you can't see it. Well, yeah, the side profile, the straight-on profile of the side profile from our perspective is confusing, but since this one looks like it is different, it must be this one. So we'll do 3 as 10. Which box is my box? That one. This one? This one. All right, sweet. Dropping out of university in 1953 was not something that resonated well with her parents, but she was at heart an artisan. And during the early 50s, she tirelessly worked with her art puzzle boxes while living on commission work ranging from designs for large corporations to a new logo for her favorite cafe, Cabaret, which she frequented daily for many years. Okay. Not many rooms remain unopened. Nothing in the cellar. That loft room I need to go into, actually. And there is that room right here on the second floor. Which there just is no fast way about it. I gotta kind of go all the way around here. And the one in the bottom right there. Okay, so we still got a couple more to go. Is this because I don't have a shortcut open? It's not even because I don't have a shortcut open. I'm just... That hole in the floor is brutal. 1960 door. Oh, right. 1960. In 1960, the artist invites us to look at things differently. Armed with new perspectives, the abstract becomes concrete, and meaning appears where there previously was none. 1960. So yeah, I think this one's probably just supposed to look like a 1. It's kind of hard to actually get it lined up. Can you... Yeah, it's just... You just gotta do your best with what you got. Maybe it looks like a really nice 2 from some angle that I can't quite see. But I think it's just a 2. Surely they're not all in order, though, are they? Oh, no, that's an 8. That's a 6. That's a 3. Okay. 19863. So the 1 is the only one we care about on this side. 0's up here. 7, 9. Okay, so bottom left there, and no, I need my 6. The 9 and the 6 are opposite one another. No, 9 and the 8 are opposite. That's the 6. Okay. Bottom left, middle right, up 1 left, top right. Nice. Her advertising sketches for KLB Electronics would lead to perhaps her greatest artistic triumph. KLB was at the height of its game and believed them to be the future of computer manufacturers. In a frenzied creative fever, Jose Joe Hertzmuller decided that instead of a dry technical demonstration, they should demonstrate the OCU-3 in an art exhibition. The 1960 Electronic Arts Symposium. She was one of 5 artists handpicked for the exhibition, and her contribution, Antenna, marked the start of her technological phase. Good. Let's go do this one that's down here, but is kind of a pain for me to get to because of the shortcut. Does the second floor... I could go up that way. I could be convinced. I'll convince myself. Go up here. And then this way. I might give another thought to this shortcut too, since it's such a pain to walk around. Shortcut 7. Surely, for all of these that I've solved. Oh, that's right. Maybe it's just 32. Three columns and 2 crosses. Okay, well, now I have the shortcut open. Sweet. 1962. Oh, the one with the shapes. I remember you, shapes puzzle box. You confound me. Oh. 1962. Urges us to look around, perhaps even out the windows of our own personal space, to let symbols meet ideas. The work is open to several interpretations, but the artist leaves us a clue when examining its symbolism from specific perspectives. Beliefs are only true when beheld in solitude. Okay. What does the... Oh... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are you two for? What are you for? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. Where are 5 and 6? Oh, there's 5. Well, I guess 5 is just 2 flip backwards and 6 is not. 6 is 9 upside down. I see. So you need to oh my gosh. You need to orient the camera with the number. Okay. 6 is triangle. See, so I don't think that's how you're supposed to figure out. I can't actually orient one. The way I want to. And in fact, 4 doesn't give me much of an answer either. I see now that 2 is very likely our star symbol there. But that means that... What would 5 be? Is 5 intended to be that one? I guess that would make sense, because what else would... But then 3... also seems like it would go with that. So how do I get one for 2? And if 9 is there, and 6 is here, what do the flatness... Oh, there is a small one right there. What would you ever see with that? Oh, is that our 0? That might be our 0. Since we kind of have to... Huh. The one that's really tripping me up right now is 4. I don't see how you get... anything visible through a window for it. You, like, can't... Oh, actually, 4 could be your... that one right there. Because I do think 1 is probably intended to be the star. I wish you could test all of the number sequences for this. How do you get this one? Is that your 0? I think it's got to be 5. Yeah, and then my opinion, 0 is really tough. I don't know what they're... Some of these I actually don't... I think I can get the numbers I need. Because 9 should be my... What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 octagon. Although I do still have to kind of put it together for 2 then. Because 7 could be that shape. And 8 could be our plus. But we have like the... Oh, you could look at 0 from the other side and probably get that triangle. And maybe 2 is just that. 3 is the one that weirds me out, though. 3 is the one that looks like... I don't have a symbol for it. I'm nervous that 3 is that, which makes 2 have to be something else, which maybe is that guy over there. But we can try... There are some diamonds. By the 4 that I care about. Which I think would indicate to me... Yeah. I think the diamonds are here to guide you a little bit. Stand on them, look at your number, then you have your solution that way. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yay, shortcut. Two that aren't open? Is it this one? Yes. Star. Octagon. Burst. Nope. Shit. That's wrong. Triangle. There it is. There it is. What ultimately changed her mind was when her mentor, Stina Liliefeld, took her to see A Terrible Animal, Nero's 1962 film. She told me she hated it, called it pretentious, yet singularly dumb. But she went to see the thing 4 times. She sent a letter to Nero explaining her fascination with his film. Nero telexed a reply. It was short and simply read, "The film is horseshit. Come help me make a real masterpiece." In Nero's usual befuddling manner, it was signed with the one-time moniker, Illusion. Can I get where I want to get from here? I think I can. Yes. Good. 1938. Should be my last door. Oh my. Using modern techniques, the artist plays with perception. In 1938, twisted perspectives appear correct. Small appears big, yet always with an equal. We are thus to believe that truths come in pairs. Matching our own truth is another truth hung on display for everyone to see. Okay. What in the world am I doing? What in the world am I doing? It literally just goes left and right and zooms in and out. Is it something about fitting the square in frame? So this one is 2. This one is 9. So we're doing like a process of elimination thing. So this one's 4. Maybe? What would this one be? Zoomed all the way in. It's nothing. I might need to go look at this box. I don't know if I have... I don't know if I have enough information to make sense of this. So what the hell is that? I think I gotta go look at the box. I am confused. Oh, box, oh, box. Oh, box, oh, box. Where are you, box? You're this one, huh? What? It is just the positions of the paintings. Shit. Okay. Maybe we only need to care about our numbers, 1938. What if only our numbers matter? Does that make it easier to parse? Are we intended... I have an idea. Oh, I think I get it. Aha. Yes. Okay, I understand. Match the zoom frame to the size of the painting, and then the number that fits perfectly in the zoom frame is the number that goes with that spot. Okay. Got it. Clever. Okay. So this one was 9. Which we did need. So good. So let's get really zoomed in on this one. You could do this the reverse way to actually just go for the numbers that you want. And it would definitely be faster, as you can see when I'm really zoomed in, if this isn't a number that I need. Which is not, then that's kind of a waste of time. So we can just go for the numbers that I know we need, which is the 1, the 3, and the 8. Where was the 1 at? There it is. Let's do the 3 first. It'll be a nice big one, easy to zoom, swing around, and find. Too big for that. It's got to be this guy right here, right? Yeah. Okay. Zoom in on our 8. That looks pretty close. A little too small. Did that one already. Not the one behind it. Aha. Looks like a perfect fit back there. Now let's find the 1. The 1 actually is the hardest one to do this with, but you can just line it up on a side. Like this. And then try to find its home. Nope, none of those. No, no. Oh-ho-ho. Looks like it to me. What is that, the 3rd one? Yeah. Alright. I'd love to fill in the rest of them for my own personal satisfaction, but I am just going to leave it for now. It's not necessary. Although it's what that might be my favorite. That might be my favorite one of all of them. I really like that idea. I think it's immensely clever. Kind of happy that it ended up being my very last one. Her parents started worrying about the situation in the city, and in 1938 they decided that she should go live with her aunt in the country. Aunt Gretchen had suffered several nervous breakdowns, and her grip on reality was at times fleeting. She would, however, look back at the 4 years with happiness. My aunt taught me what she pieced together about art, but often forgot to feed me. She prepared me well for life as an artist. Okay, I opened all of the puzzle boxes. And all of those pages... Bear with me here, sorry. Look away for a second while I clear out some of this stuff. Visions, patterns. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the remainder of the script pages. Are they books? Torn biographies. Huh. Okay. I think I know what I'm supposed to do with these. I was confused as to why I might be collecting them, and it just dawned on me. Because we are her and she is me. Her babble. Yes. Electronic Art Symposium. Photo Collages Cafe. Aunt, Mother, Father. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh my gosh. Books. Get ready to get deep into it here. 1960. Antenne. Whoa. Okay. Yep, it's going to fill in these visions. I was curious about that. Oh, shit. Okay, what was the next thing you wanted? Cafe photo exhibition. Cafe. 53? Kabarett. Oh, oh my God. Where, oh man. Photo collages. So you don't have to do it in order. Photo collages. 38? 42, 48. Photo collages. Lebanon. Damn it. I hit down. Okay. Aunt, mother, father. So we know the father's name is Walter. Gilda. Gretchen. That's the most straightforward pattern we've seen. That's also a fairly straightforward pattern, interestingly. So we can probably just do process of elimination for the visions that I have. We just need to do the later visions. Which was the telex and a couple of other things. The telex I remember was illusion with an E. Electrique. Electrique Films and Illusion with an E. Because wasn't one of them something about a band? A doubled pattern there. A mirrored pattern. What was the last hint that you have? Band, name and telex, Unis Pro. Okay, so it's films. Okay. That cost me $10. I don't know what that last memory is going to be. Two unretrieved memories here. Two there as well, and then all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a feeling that this one in the middle that I'm missing is the unopened journal. The journal whose solution I am still missing, which definitely doesn't annoy me at this point in time, and I really want to know what is inside of it, to the point where I may focus on it until I solve it at this point. I haven't found any video cassettes either, interestingly. There's the journal and the astronomical clock and the graveyard that are frustrating. The mausoleum graves that are frustrating me at this point. I think that what we just got as visions might be used with the supercomputer. Hi, Rudy. I have $14. Let's go get the last memory from the forest to see if that provides any additional help. Tell me a story. Your journey has been long to get here. Come closer and I'll tell you the final story which we tell in this forest. This is the tragic story we call the last dream. Best listener. Not long ago, there was an old artist who looked into a red mirror. In the mirror, she saw a young woman, and with her a man looking for a long-lost treasure. The old artist painted them a treasure map which led them to a faraway palace. Together, they found the treasure known as the Third Eye. But in the shadows of the treasure lived a beast which decided to hide in the shadows of the man. Not long had the beast lived in the shade until it grew hungry and devoured the man and his soul. To escape the beast, the woman shattered the red mirror and fled through it. On the other side, she met the old artist. The old artist opened her eyes one last time as the young woman told her the tragic story of the Third Eye. And that's all she wrote. (1932 to 2014). I really don't have the thing to do this, huh? (1924 to 1963). 1807 to 1847. Huh. Is there anything on the back of him? No. Hmm. First and fifth, she who lived in 2 centuries. Huh. The second and last famous bathroom. Okay. I kind of get what that means, but I obviously still don't have the thing that goes in the gravestones to interact with the puzzle. escape. It looks exactly like the escape artist image. I could try putting Lorenzo in it. I just don't know why there's a photo. Why the photo? What does the photo have to do with it? Grazie. Now that we are on our way to freedom from the monetary system, we can get back to the project. The man on this cassette is perfect for our needs. I will see you soon, Signorina. We got a video. We got a video, dude. Okay, shortcut 14. That's good progress. 64. But he wouldn't let me put it in last time. Up. No? It's not squares? Oh, behind the question mark. If you read the question. Just take me... Not directly, but this way it does. Let's watch our videotape. It's kind of big. It was just his name, Lorenzo. It was honestly easier and maybe more confusing than it needed to be. Oh, I'll fix that. Have a cassette. Right, left, left. Oh, fuck, it changed. Oh, it's a whole sequence. Right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward. Shit. Right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, done. Wrote it down perfectly. Okay. Good. Very good. Do I really only have 3 shortcut doors left? And then the revolver door. Ah, there's... Okay. Well, shit. I guess I'll go... Did I open... Oh. Shit, so I need her name too then. It's one of the... So this is... Okay. Damn it. Wild. You are as merciful as the bear eating salad, Bella. Grazie. Finally, we can start to wrap up this project. I have settled for the Madonna on this cassette. Artist video cassette. See you soon, Signorina. And he had $1. That's my dollar now. Okay, let's just, I guess, go check this tape out. Yeah, 3 shortcuts left. I think I know where all 3 of them are. There's 2 in here, and there's the one outside that you can't see on the maps. There's, I think that's 11 right there. The one that I haven't even seen in his room. And then the one outside. What was the clue for shortcut 11? Oh, fuck. Goddamn V plus L. Man. Hmm. I wonder if it's just 13. I don't think I've tried any, like, guesses. It wouldn't make sense, though, because L and V are both Roman numerals, so I don't love that idea as a solution. Oh, I did try 13. Shortcut 11. You are a real son of a gun, you know that? Oh, I just got it. It's the angles. It's 90. L has a right angle in it. V has a 45-degree angle in it. Fuck. Oh. All right. Good. Maybe I can do shortcut 16 now. Shortcut 16 intimidates me. This is the first one you see, but I truly think it's the hardest one. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. Okay. Holy shit. Jesus. It's just a sequence. It's just weird where they placed the numbers. The sequence is 10, 24, 20, 48, 40, 96, 81, 92, which is squares. Squares of, what is it? Or it's 2 to the power of, is it 8, 9, 10, and 11? What's 2 to the 8? No, it's 20. It's 2 to the 10, 2 to the 11, 2 to the 12, and 2 to the 13th, I think. Yeah, 2 to the 10 is 1024. I think the only reason I recognize it is I finally saw 819 and thought 2 and realized that 2 would be at the front for 2048 and 2 would be there for 1024. I was trying to find the sequence. Boy, howdy. Okay, and the number that we want is 42 after you plug in 442 minus 424 plus 24 is 42. Man. That's all shortcuts. Except, well, no, there's one more. One more shortcut. Okay. I was on my way to watch that cassette tape that we got. From the artist's audition. Left, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward, right, forward, right, forward, left, forward, right, forward. Okay. Left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right. Watch again. Left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right, done. Okay. All right. There it is. All right, I'm gonna fucking do the. I gotta do the clock in the journal. I gotta try to figure them out. There's got to be something I can use somewhere that gives me what it wants for the code. There's got to be something. Oh, this isn't linked, does it? Where am I going? What am I doing? What am I doing? Just take me down the first floor. Okay. It's definitely 1847. Did I overthink it? Is it just the start? Lunar phases of 1847. I feel like that's almost too simple. Moon phase cycles in 4, which is a week. What does that mean? What if we did the 5th, the 6th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th? Five, 6, and 8 are all the same. And then the 9th and the 10th are different. Fuck, man. Man. Lunar phases of 1847. The only thing I can kind of link this back to... But even then, that's not a good link. Because these are in 1963. $1847. All right, well, let's do this. I still feel like I should have an idea what I'm supposed to do there, but I don't. And since I don't, let's just do what I can do. Because maybe I'm trying to force it when I don't need to. We'll save. Because I'm not ready to be done yet, but I'm going to hand the rest of the script pages over and see what happens. Because it's possible I just need to do that in order to progress at this point. We might get the revolver door key. Yes. I have your script. Damn it. There's page 7. Page 8. And you guessed it, it's page 9. Cannot thank you enough, Signorina. Come in, Signorina. Oh, there's more. Interior theater day. Smoke lies thick in the small, tawdry theater. On the hardwood stage, a magician performs. His coat is worn and mended, but once it was expensive. Lorenzo the Great. Lorenzo, but alas, the young Mademoiselle Henrietta Dubois could not escape her sordid fate. He yanks the handle to his erythrotrope, and a silhouette of a man stabbing a woman appears on the wall. The crowd stares dumbly at the shadow, and they smile with yellow teeth made for biting. Lorenzo looks at the audience with disgust. He takes out another wheel labeled the third eye for brotherhood use only. He hesitates, but puts the wheel in his contraption. Lorenzo, the next story is not meant for the likes of you. It's something I normally only show refined ladies and gentlemen, but I'll make an exception tonight. Those tired, ugly eyes of yours shall see something new. Lorenzo yanks the handle. Lorenzo, thousands of years ago, the third eye shone over the islands in the Far East, but one night it fell from the sky. A comet passes on the wall. Strangely enough, it quiets down the crowd. They follow the comet while gaping and see it crashing to the ground. Lorenzo, a human found it, and when she held it, she saw the magic of this world. She had a vision, so she painted a creature in red ochre on a cave wall. Cave paintings show up all over the wall. The crowd is a bit confused by the effect. Lorenzo, at night, the crimson beast awoke. It spread chaos and death and devoured the human and her people. A red monster appears. The crowd screams in terror as it attacks them. Some of them have had enough and flee the theater. Lorenzo slows down and the beast disappears. Lorenzo, the story of the red creature became a legend, but the third eye lived on and appears in the most unlikely of places to this day. That is all for tonight. You have been a wonderful audience. Go away. The crowd mutters and leaves. One man, better dressed and cleaner than the rest, remains in his seat. He studies Lorenzo with cold eyes. Brother Tertius. When Lorenzo discovers his presence, his pupils dilate from fear. Interior Brotherhood Lodge night. The room is dark besides the many lit brass candelabras. Lorenzo stands with his hat in hand. 50 men in robes watch him from a long table. At the end of the table, a stern old man ponderously strokes his sideburns. Brother Septimus. A young brother opens a mahogany case and takes out an ornate revolver and a minotaur mask. He looks over at Brother Septimus, who nods to him. The young brother puts on the mask and aims the gun at Lorenzo's head. Young brother, play safe and never pass. Gamble to pass or perish. Lorenzo, truth above all, risk my life, brother. Young brother, how many were our first ancient brothers? Lorenzo, 7. Young brother, correct. The seated brothers raise their goblets and drink. Young brother, what is the punishment for sharing our secrets with outsiders? Lorenzo grabs hold of the table and is about to faint. Lorenzo, death. Young brother, correct. Lorenzo closes his eyes, but death has not come. Brother Septimus, under normal circumstances, you would be dead now. Lorenzo, I'm sorry, elder brother, I was not thinking. Weariness and perhaps a crisis of faith. Forgive me, brothers. Brother Septimus, thankfully for you, these are not normal circumstances. The time is nigh, little brother, and like in the old, we shall send 7 brothers in search of that which was lost. All brothers hold up 7 fingers. Brother Septimus, 6 have already gone searching for omens. You will be 7th, the disgraced one. Lorenzo, where will you send me, elder brother? Brother Septimus. Augenwaldberg, there lives an artist in an old manor. The prophecy mentions her. Go and see, brother, if that which was lost is there. Lorenzo nods. Brother Septimus, the lady suffers from an eye condition that will ultimately render blindness, a sad fate for a painter. Take these vermilion tears. Lorenzo, what do they do, elder brother? Brother Septimus, nothing at all. But you will use them pretending to cure the lady. That is your guise while you search her house for the third eye. Exterior, Augenwaldberg Manor, dusk. Hoofsclop echoes through the dilapidated courtyard. Algae-covered statues silently await the arrival. A pale, sickly horse comes into view, pulling a wagon painted red in distant past. Lorenzo walks beside the horse and leads it by its reins. Lorenzo ties the horse to an old oak. Lorenzo, be brave, Morse, you have nothing to fear. Lorenzo carefully approaches the front gate. He bangs the knocker. Lorenzo scans the dirty windows for any sign of life. Finally, the door creaks open, and instantly Lorenzo raises his top hat and takes a bow. A white rose appears in his hand from his hat. Lorenzo, the miracle has arrived. An ashen woman in an expensive dress stares through him with milky eyes. Renate Schwarzwald. Ugh. Renate, I do not believe in miracles. Lorenzo, that is why you need one, Baronin. Lorenzo hands the white rose to Renate. It changes color to red. Renate, you might as well perform for the shadows. My sight is fading away. Lorenzo, your eyes are fading because there has been nothing to see. Weary eyes need entertainment and tired souls need miracles. Renate, who are you? Lorenzo the Great, at your service, Baronin. A magus whose name is whispered from the shores of Zanzibar to the frosty peaks of Helsinki, known to beggars and kings alike. Renate, well, you are not known to me. Good evening. Renate is about to shut the gate. Lorenzo, wait. Renate waits. Lorenzo, my journey has been a long one. My horse is tired, and to be honest, so am I. Renate looks at the very sickly-looking horse. Lorenzo, I had 4 once during better times, but ironically, Moors is the only one who lives. Renate, very well. Well, I didn't get to keep reading those because there's a skeleton in my chair, or in that chair. I bet I need that eyeball. Call him about skeleton. It's not the most important thing on my mind, actually. Interior, Augenwaldberg Manor, dining room, day. An oversized dead goose lies on the oaken dining table. Lorenzo devours his portion in a loud manner. Renate tries to hide her disgust. Renate, is the room satisfactory? Lorenzo, yes, I slept like a piglet. Renate, so it was not you I heard last night. Lorenzo drinks wine and coughs to buy some time. Lorenzo, I was up briefly, yes. Takes out a small vial from his sleeve. Lorenzo, my vermilion tears. They need moonlight to not to lose their magic. I took the liberty to use one of the windows in your studio. Renate looks amused. Lorenzo, I took another liberty and studied some of your work. The portraits are of course excellent, but I am most intrigued by the drawings of signs. Renate, my Himmelskorper suite. Lorenzo, what inspired them? Renate ignores the question. Magician, might I ask you a strange question? Lorenzo, who am I to refuse an answer? Renate, did you see a labyrinth while you were in the park? Lorenzo, a labyrinth? Renate, a red labyrinth. Lorenzo, the only labyrinth I saw was the portrait of the man with the labyrinth instead of a face. Renate stands up angrily. Renate, I've made no such portrait. Your lies have ceased to amuse me. I know why you are here, and I know where to look for it. But I will hold you to your word. Lorenzo looks like he is about to assure Renate of his pure intentions. Renate, cure my eyes. Give me my $1. Interior Augenwaldberg Manor, Renate's bedroom day. The curtains have been drawn. Renate lies on top of the bed, a trace of a smirk on her lips. Lorenzo looks gravely serious on the side of the bed. Lorenzo, are you ready for your miracle, Baronin? Renate, yes. Lorenzo spills a single drop of vermilion tears into Renate's left eye. She blinks, and Lorenzo drops another tear into the right eye. Lorenzo, it might be a few days before it takes effect. Renate's eyes start to boil, and she screams in unfiltered agony. Lorenzo backs away in horror. Lorenzo holds his hands over his ears to protect himself against her looping, deafening screams. Everything turns black. Lorenzo out of sight. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. Then quiet. Lorenzo stirs to life on the floor. He sees Renate lying lifeless on the bed. Lorenzo checks her pulse in a hurry. She is still alive. Apparently, he has, at some point, put a bandage around her head. 2 red dots mark the eyes, giving Renate a disturbing appearance. Lorenzo, Baronin, can you hear me? Renate, faintly. I can hear you, magician. They tell me you are not invited. Lorenzo, invited where? Renate, to the cavern. I followed the echoes of my screams. They were waiting for me. Lorenzo, who was waiting for you? Renate, our ancient sisters and brothers in the Far East. They're sharing the secret with me, but they won't share it with you. The cavemen think you are an obsequious ignoramus who balters through existence. Lorenzo, Baronin, you must rest now. Renate, the labyrinth. They drew it on the wall. Go and see by the window. They say I should defenestrate you, but we have an agreement. Lorenzo slowly trudges against the window. Moonlight shines on his weather-bitten face. He looks out the window. A giant garden labyrinth has appeared in the park. Renate, do you see it, magician? Lorenzo, yes. Renate, do you see me in the labyrinth? Lorenzo squints. Lorenzo, it's very dark. Yes, I see you. Renate, do you see you? Lorenzo, what do you mean? Renate, can you see yourself in the labyrinth? Lorenzo, confused. Of course not, I'm not there. Renate, neither am I. Lorenzo turns around and bumps into Renate. The red dots on the bandage have grown substantially, looking like giant red bug eyes. She puts her hand on Lorenzo's face. The room turns red. Interior, garden labyrinth night. Lorenzo gasps in disorientation. He is now somewhere in the labyrinth. Lorenzo quivers from fear. Renate smiles at him. Her bandage is gone, and a pair of lovely hazel eyes look at Lorenzo with affection. Renate, this is the place from my childhood. I am over there. Renate points behind Lorenzo. He turns his head to look. A girl wearing an owl mask watches him from behind. Owl girl. She runs and disappears behind a corner. Renate takes Lorenzo's hand. Renate, come. Together, they run in the labyrinth. Renate seems to know her way while Lorenzo is trying to make sense of the strange space. A red hue suddenly appears on their faces. It's the most beautiful thing they have ever seen. They smile with tears running down their cheeks. The light grows stronger, and the cosmos plays music just for them. Interior, Augenwaldberg Manor Library. This is 49. Hold on. 57. Okay. Augenwaldberg Manor Library, day. Renate's hand moves frantically across the canvas. Lorenzo sits in an armchair by the window with his top hat on his knee, posing for a portrait. There is movement inside his top hat. Lorenzo, I think it might have been a maze, not a labyrinth. Renate, aren't they interchangeable? Lorenzo, a labyrinth prolongs the path, while a maze is for getting lost, and we are lost. Renate, it's a big house. It can sometimes be disorienting. Lorenzo, we have seen it. I think the price of admission might be an eye and a leg. Lorenzo leans forward and his hat falls on the floor. A red owl flutters out of the hat in front of Lorenzo. He stares at it in surprise. Renate, that was a very clever trick. The owl perches on top of a bookshelf. Lorenzo half chants as if reading, and when the third eye blinked, the red beast laid an egg within. The third eye closed, and their bastard offspring was born thousands of years later. Renate studies her canvas and is a bit confused. A realistic portrait of a man in a dark suit, but where his head is supposed to be, there's a red glowing maze. Renate notices 2 tickets in his hand. She takes them and stares at them. Teatro Rosso. Interior theater night. An excited, faceless valet points at a red curtain. Lorenzo and Renate look at each other and then step through it. Rows and rows of seats. It's much too large to be inside the manor. Lorenzo stares in disbelief at the giant theater. It seems empty, but the murmuring from the crowd is deafening. Gaslight illuminates the stage. Someone clears his throat behind them, and a featureless usher points toward the first rows. Renate and Lorenzo silently descend the stairs toward their seats. A fanfare, the lights dim. A man dressed as Lorenzo and wearing a Lorenzo mask rides a prop horse onto the stage. Lorenzo, what is this? Lorenzo knocks on a door mid-stage, and an actress wearing a mask resembling Renate opens the door. Applause. The light intensifies on stage and blinds Lorenzo and Renate. On the stage, a comet hanging from wires passes. Renate and Lorenzo avert their eyes, then the comet is gone. The stage is empty, a lone, hesitant clap from somewhere further back. The actress playing Renate walks on stage. She holds her hands in front of her, blood flowing from her eyes. Actress, please hold me. The actor playing Lorenzo steps on stage purposefully. Lorenzo and Renate watch their theater alter egos on stage in grim silence. Their hands join. Lorenzo drags a stylized prop window onto the stage. Renate wanders, sobbing blood. Lorenzo tries to place the window in front of Renate, making her fall out. The crowd howls with laughter as Lorenzo gets more frustrated every time Renate misses the window. Actress, please hold me. Please hold me. Finally, Lorenzo has enough. He grabs Renate and shoves her with full force through the glass window and from the stage. Renate lands with a thud and a crack. Theater blood squirts into Lorenzo's face. Lorenzo forms a fist and rises. Lorenzo, enough. Lorenzo watches him silently. The whole theater boo. Lorenzo to Renate, let's go. But Renate is gone from her seat. In fact, she's nowhere to be found. Lorenzo looks around in panic, but it's like she vanished into thin air. The actress playing Renate comes back to life and is elevated by strings into the air. She bows and receives applause. The actress turns her head to Lorenzo. She takes off the Renate mask. Beneath it is a featureless face. Actress, whisper, to be gifted is to be infested. Ideas are tiny red eggs in your brain. To the microscope, they still look the same, the good and the bad. Oh, but look at the time. Lorenzo slowly walks off stage, his footsteps echoing through the empty theater. He moves towards Lorenzo. Lorenzo turns to run, but his doppelganger catches up with him. The doppelganger removes the mask, and behind it, Maze Man, his head buzzing in an electrical manner. Maze Man, she is waiting for you. Here is an idea. Follow my daughter. The Maze Man puts his hands over Lorenzo's eyes. Interior Augenwaldberg Manor corridor day. A disoriented Lorenzo finds himself in the hotel corridor, and a phone rings somewhere further down the hall. He sees the owl girl. Lorenzo to the owl girl. Where is she? The girl flaps her arms and hoots. Lorenzo, enough games. The owl girl disappears down a corner. Lorenzo stomps after. The owl girl waits for him at the end of the next corridor. Suddenly, a black Labrador runs up to meet him and barks. Lorenzo looks at the dog with surprise. His tag reads Rudy. Rudy lies down and plays down on the rug. As he does, Rudy changes from black to white. Finally, the dog cramps and then contorts into a cat. A payphone rings on the wall. Lorenzo lifts the receiver. Telephone voice. Why are you answering the phone? Lorenzo remains silent. Telephone voice. There are no phones in 1847, you cretino. Lorenzo grunts. Telephone voice. Hang up the phone and go chase the owl girl, just like the script says. Lorenzo hangs up. He sees the owl girl with a limp cat in her hand. Lorenzo runs after her. Corridor after corridor, Lorenzo runs fast with determination. But the owl girl is always around to get another corner. He never catches up with her. Lorenzo turns a corner. There is no owl girl, but a mirror. Lorenzo sees himself briefly, and behind him stands a man in sunglasses in a dark suit. Lorenzo regards the man in the mirror, but the mirror changes, and Renate appears, levitating like a ghost. Stylish sunglasses obscure her eyes. Renate with a man's voice. I am waiting for you upstairs. I looked serious, so you might want to go check. Renate vanishes from the mirror. Lorenzo is left with the image of himself. He looks weary. He turns and goes. His footsteps echo through the empty, hotel crossed-out manor. Interior Augenwaldberg Manor, staircase, second floor corridor. Night. At the end of the dark hallway, Lorenzo sees a dark shape. Lorenzo very slowly approaches it. It's Renate, with her back turned against him. Lorenzo stops, a long silence. Renate, man's voice. You keep sending the wrong goose to the butcher. Lorenzo, Baronin? Renate, man's voice. Baronin. I think the Baronin would perhaps hear talk about her ascension. She can say something to the effect of, Renate clears her throat. Renate, her own voice. I have good news for you. We are not artists. We are not even art. When it comes down to it, we are all just paint. Aren't you happy with this news, magician? Renate switches voice again. Renate, man's voice, and he would say. Lorenzo keeps his silence in defiance. Renate, man's voice. Why is this so hard for you? Why do you think of these things? This is unimportant. There are symbolic values and mirror images, yes, but none of this matters, Signorina. Had you read my manifesto, you would have known it was never meant for viewing. Lorenzo looks confused for a moment. Lorenzo, please, Baronin, let's leave this place. Every maze has a solution. Renate sighs heavily. Renate, man's voice. You really understand nothing at all. But if you understood, you would never have played your part. Time for entertainment. Here is her last performance. Renate slowly turns around. Her face is hidden by shadows. Lorenzo takes a step forward. Her eyes are empty craters. Red paint runs down her cheeks. Renate in her own voice. Hold me, please hold me. Lorenzo backs away. Renate, her own voice. Please hold me, please hold me. Lorenzo backs further. Renate's arms flailing, searching for him like tentacles, paint dripping everywhere she goes. Renate, her own voice. Please hold me. Lorenzo's eyes widen with fear as she comes closer. Her touch disgusts him. Suddenly, Renate increases her pace, and she touches his face. Renate, her own voice. Please hold me. Lorenzo instinctively pushes Renate with full force. Smiling, she falls toward the large window. The Baronin crashes through it and down to the ground below. Lorenzo stares at the window in shock. He steps toward the window. Rain patters against his face. On the gravel path below lies a mangled corpse. $1. $1, and my brain chemistry will never be the same. Oh, Skirleton. That should be all of the... There we go. That category is filled out. Nothing left to find in films, games, and scripts. In fact, the only things we have left are the unretrieved memory in books, which I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I just don't know how to open it. 2 notes. A pattern and inscription. That's it. That's it. We nearly have it. The right eye. Shall we open shortcut 1? Our final shortcut? A strange man walks into a cafe. He wears a black suit and sunglasses. He sits down by your table and whispers, I have a message for you. Meet me here for breakfast 2:10 degrees after 0. You know the number, yes? He then quickly leaves again. 210 is 180 plus 30, so 7. All shortcuts. But this doesn't go anywhere new. I've already been in this room. It was just for the sake of saying I did it. Strangely made its way out of an eye socket of a skeleton room, 1963. A stone-like object with a natural serious glow. It feels magnetic yet numb and electrical. It gives off a constant low-frequency noise, which causes it to vibrate slightly. Illusion object. Inserted into sockets in parallel dimensions or dreams that can reveal new and significant knowledge to the owner. Yeah. Thank you for helping me see, young woman. Do you have an eye for me? Thank you, young woman. The truth is near. The third eye is opening soon. Go and open the third eye. Oh, I'm supposed to call him. That's right. I'm supposed to call him. What the hell was his phone number? 1963. Pronto. Ciao, Signorina. Did you find anything new? Inform about the magic show. Brilliant, Signorina. I knew you'd believe in magic, too. Ha ha ha, interesting thought, Bella. I guess you could say that he is. But isn't he more like you than me? Is there anything else? Yeah, there's a skeleton. I was not in there. What a delicious mystery you are cooking for us, Signorina. I think we must try to think about this mystery in a less worldly way. This is how the snake caught the golden egg, after all. Now, if I am not in the space 1963, perhaps I am in the time 1963. You're getting closer to the truth, Signorina. Everything else. What advice do you actually have? Even a bad letter will end up somewhere. Sometimes too much milk is too little milk for one canary. Art is like blood that flows through the veins. None of these are helpful to me. Huh. Arrivederci. Well, I called him about it, but I'll be honest, I feel like that didn't really offer much in terms of enlightenment. I could go put the eye in that I have and see if it does anything. I think this is the wrong one, actually. Okay. Seems good. There are $2 that I haven't gotten from here yet. One of them is right there. Where are those stairs at? How odd. Hmm. Oh. I missed that. How... Oh, no, shit, that is on... That is tricky to get to. So I know where the last dollar is. I just don't know how to get to it. This is right there. But there's stairs from somewhere. And yeah, unsurprisingly, that didn't really give me like the solution that I was hoping for necessarily. So I still have $20 or $12 to find. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.